Check, check, 1, 2. Alright, if you guys ready to go in the chat, you know what to do. Put those airplane or helicopter emojis in the chat. Let's go. This might be too epic. This might be too epic for the situation. I hope it's not. Connor, what's up, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Jet Jones, hello, welcome aboard, my friend. Varu Score, hello, welcome to the stream as well. Oh yes, I have been waiting a long time to do this stream. A long time. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be flying the AH-64 Apache attack helicopter. Donut, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. If we turn down the music, you'd actually hear the roar of a fleet of Apaches in the background just arriving on the scene. I don't see them yet, but I do know they're around. I can hear them. See if I can find them. Oh, I hear booms. Where are they at? Where are they at? I think they're in this direction. Pilot Fist, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Connor, what's up, man? Pat of Curiosity, welcome to the stream as well. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. I hear him, but I don't see him. This is scary. He's hiding somewhere. Is that him? No. Anybody spot a helicopter? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I think he's in this direction. Is he hiding behind his mountain? Oh, yes, he is. Listen to that. I want to see him fire off a hellfire. Turn it down just a little bit. I want to see if he can fire one off or not. I know he's loading it up. Come on, show us a little demonstration. He's already sent one or two. Now that's another player. We're on a multiplayer server. There it is. Oh, that's a flare. Oh! Well, we just witnessed. We just witnessed a murder. We just started in search and rescue. Oh boy. I didn't mean to witness that. That's not good. Hopefully this is not us at the end of the day today. Let me properly do the intro. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue. This today is DCS World Digital Combat Flight Simulator. So we're doing today. We are on the Rotorheads DCS PvE server. If you want to join us, if you're free, come on through. Matter of fact, you can it's mainly a helicopter server, so all the helicopters are available to fly, but also I think you can fly A-10 and a couple jets, but kind of like at elite, like not, it's really a helicopter focused mission, but you can bring in jets for support. I do not currently, I don't think I currently have a co-pilot. So we'll be flying on our own with the AI co-pilot today. Yeah, we're flying the Apache. I'm super excited, man. I've been looking forward to this add-on to come for such a long time. We are in the Caucasus map here on the free Caucasus map. And yeah, that was crazy. So this city that we've been kind of droning around has a bunch of hard targets. Like they shoot back, they shoot missiles. You can see that guy just got shot down. Honestly, I feel like I have personally, since I got back in town, I have been training very intensely and very hard to get ready for our first stream, and I feel that I am actually ready to shoot at some targets that can shoot back at me. So today we're doing some tactical training in the Apache, and you know, let's just go hop into our aircraft. Let's go do that. So we go to select role, and so the way that this server works, this is the Rotorheads DCS PvE server. This server has been around for a long time on multiple maps. The way that this one works is, again, it's a multiplayer helicopter focused. I'm gonna pick on Apache here, Apache 16 server, but it's interesting. So when you first join in the server, I had to do this last night, you actually can't pick one of the main like spawn locations. They actually require you, at least in the Apache, to go down here to one of the training slots. So you have to pick a training slot, and you have to have at least 2 hours worth of like flying in that particular aircraft before they allow you to grab one of the main slots. So Alpha and Bravo are the two main spawning locations for the actual mission. This mission is a dynamic mission. It's ongoing, so you can log off the server, come back, and it just keeps continuing, It even has its own website where you can go and look at and see where all the enemy are and how the progress of it is. So, you know, it continues going, which is pretty cool. I love how that works. But yeah, so when you first get in here, you have to actually, you know, show, hey, I know how to fly this aircraft. So I've had to do that. I've actually already logged 2 hours, and the way I know that is that it keeps track of your hours even across sessions, which is pretty darn cool. So now I'm actually allowed to jump on the Alpha, mainly the Alpha spawn point. You can spawn at Alpha, you fly to Bravo. Once you get to the Bravo spawn point, then you can actually spawn at Bravo. But if you haven't flown Alpha to Bravo, you can't spawn in Bravo. Makes sense? I hope I'm not talking too fast. So, but today, because it's our first stream doing the actual Apache, we're gonna hop into training and just make sure that we're ready to go. Like I said, I feel pretty confident that I'm ready to jump into a mission and actually start, you know, hitting some baddies and whatnot. But we're gonna hop into training just to show you guys that I know what I'm doing. So all right, hit briefing. Again, this is all the briefing, whatnot. It is SRS, so they do have in-game communications and whatnot, but we'll skip that, go to fly. Yes, technically this game is free, and so is this map, but the Apache we're flying today is not free. I think it's like $60 or something like that. So that's kind of the whole gist of DCS World itself, is you get DCS World, the platform, for free, but then all of the add-ons, all the aircraft that you really want are what's going to cost you. So when you first get in DCS World, my opinion and suggestion is to pick an aircraft you really are interested in learning and flying, and just buy that one aircraft and focus on that one aircraft. So jump in, get the F-18, F-16, or the Harrier, whatever you're into. So this is the cockpit of the Apache. But before we stick in there, let's go outside real quick. And you can see there's a few other people out here also doing some training. Thank you, Jet. Appreciate it, man. The homie walked to the stream. And I think we're the only one on the ground right now. Yeah, so let's see where we are right now. Let's go get a real quick sit rep. So we are situated here at Kobuleti. Yeah, we are the only chopper on the ground. This is basically our home base. There's a helicopter we just saw in the air. We got another one going south there. Got a few. So here's a range right here. This is like the easy firing range. You can go here and fire on a bunch of targets in this area. I've actually was doing that earlier for practice. I feel like I'm past that. We could hit a couple there if we want. That's the real closest, like 5 miles south of us. The one we really want to hit today is Batumi down here south. It's about a 10 mile. How far is that? About 10, 15 miles? That is find out. That is 22 miles, so not too bad. It won't be a very long flight at all. So that's our main objective, at least for the start of today's stream, is to go hit Batumi and survive. Bring the chopper back in one piece. Bring me and my co-pilot back in one piece. Once we do that, if we do all good, the main mission is up here. So the main mission, we're see the helipads at Alpha. So you start here, you do a bit of a ferry flight over to Bravo, rearm, refuel, and then as you can see, these guys are heading to the northwest, and this is where the real battle is. So all the blue boxes are friendly units, and then beyond basically this river, this line here, is where you just don't see anything, and that's just because there's just a bunch of enemies scattered here. And because this server it's not like 4YA where you can see all the targets on the map. It's a bit more hardcore, not hardcore, but just a bit more hardcore. And in fact, they put these little circles on the map to give you an idea of what is in the area, but you actually have to spot it yourself. It's kind of the fun of it. But you know, once you get past here, you know you're beyond enemy lines, right? So you gotta be very careful and watch out, because you get shot down by those SAMs. So hopefully by the end of this stream today, we can get work our way into that mission, because I've heard good things about the Rotorheads server. It's very good if you're doing you know, helicopter stuff. There's also another one over here, Charlie. There's a few. I think these are more easy, but we probably won't touch that today. We'll see. So anyways, did I miss anything to chat? Operation Sim, hello my friend, good to see you. Is the Apache available in DCS or open beta? Open beta. I recommend you get the open beta. All right, let's get out of the map here. Uh-oh, where is my... Okay, there we go. There we go. Cool. So the cool thing about this plane is that on multiplayer, this is a 2-crew aircraft. So if one of you guys were familiar with the Apache and running the CPGs, they call it the co-pilot gunner, you could actually spawn in and request to be in my front seat and activate and use all the guns and stuff like that, which is super freaking dope. So we don't have anybody for that today, so I'll be doing everything on my own, but maybe next stream. Anyways, let me go get started because I've been talking way too much. All right, and I'm just excited about flying this helicopter. So first, before we get going, give you guys a quick outside view while we are rearming the helicopter. I love this thing. This thing is so cool. All right, so I'm gonna hit the rearm button. Our board number is always gonna be 116, and my favorite livery so far is actually the Air Pirates. It's just like a pirate symbol on the side. It's really it. We haven't made a Blue Arrow Force livery for this baby yet. Oh, we're working on it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring all Hellfire missiles, the oh so powerful and popular AGM 114 kilos. You could also put the rockets on here. I'm not very good at the rockets. The rockets take a lot of skill, to be honest with you. The Hellfires don't take as much skill. So we're just gonna bring 4 times 4 Hellfire missiles. So we'll go ahead and load that up, and I'll get some flare, bring some gun ammo, and a full tank of flare. Rearming. What up, JD? Copy. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you, man. TKC, welcome to the stream as well. Hopefully you guys are doing well, having a good week so far. All right, while that is loading up, I am also going to show you guys what we're using for our controls today. Move myself off the camera. So there we go. So this is my setup for basically anytime I'm flying fighter jets or helicopters. This is my setup. So I have the Thrustmaster A10 Warthog throttle, and then right here I have the A10 Warthog joystick. So this is kind of my setup. I have it sitting right between my legs like you do in the real aircraft, and in here I have everything sitting here on top of my desk. So it's pretty comfortable for me. It's my preferred way to do things, and I love it. Another thing I do though is this lever on the left side is what I use for what they call the throttle control. It's a bit different than a plane. And then this one is what I use for my collective, which is, the collective is basically what you guys, you know, are familiar with. Somebody's loud out there. Jesus Christ. Are familiar with for throttle. I'll show you what this is exactly when we get to that point. But I'm using them separately. So this is the main thing I'm going to be using. This I'm going to set to the front and leave it there after we start the engines. This is what I'm going to be using to control my actual power. Alright. And then I'm using different buttons for different reasons, and the same down here. And my rudder pedals, which you guys can barely see, are down here. So that's my setup for today. And now that we are rearmed, let's get in this thing, man. So, all right, I got check out working. Can you fly B-52 bomber and drop a nuke? They don't have those in this game, not legitly. And there is a nuke. There is a nuke mod. I'm gonna shut the door because it's a little loud out there. And when you shut the door, he also, oh, somebody already blew up. I thought I saw fire. Yeah, there's a nuke mod, but there are no multiplayer servers that allows it because it's just like the nuke basically destroys everything on the map, and what fun is that, you know? So if you want to make your own server that had a nuke in it, that's something that you could do. And there are people who have done it before. They've made little private servers, and you know, they added the mods for the nuke and whatnot, and you know, it's up to you. But I mean, what you know, unless you do like a mission type where you know, you had to defend against a certain amount of fighters, and if you lose, the nuke gets across, you know, enemy lines and it kills everybody. That's a cool idea. Anyways, all right. So battery, I just turned the battery on. I turned the external lights on. We'll turn them off once we get near the actual battlefield, because we don't want to be shining our lights everywhere. Here's our radio panel over here. I just turn all that on, and then we'll turn the APU on by opening the guard, and then pop that right there, and we'll hear it fire up. Alright, and it says on. So, I mean, this thing is actually surprisingly easy to start. So really all we need to do now is just right click on engine start here on the left. And that'll start firing up. You'll see our NG rising. Waiting for about 20 to 23%. And then I have a button on my throttle that I use to move up my power level. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here in a second. So here it is. So this is your actual throttle or your power lever. You're gonna put it up to the flight idle position. Oh, wrong side. That's the left end. No. Okay, there we go. So this is the power lever, which is what I was talking about earlier, the one that I have mapped to my left throttle. And right now I just move into the flight idle position. That'll get the rotor spinning.
Rifle.
I didn't warm up my EGE. What is the EGE? I'm still a noob at this, bro. But welcome to the stream. What the heck is the EGE? I'm sorry, I'm like, what the heck is that? While that's going, I'm gonna go to TSD utility Doppler, and you can see our IRS is actually aligning. Once position confidence is in the green, we're basically good to go. Alright, now left engine is pretty much good, so we'll go down and right click on that right engine crank. And that's now rising. The Doppler data, is that what the EGE is? Numbers are white. Okay, well that does that automatically. You don't actually have to go to the screen for this to start doing this thing. All right, there's 23, and we'll, oops, wrong way. There we go. And you'll see that all that looks good. We can go down to aircraft, and we'll see under systems, our oil pressure, everything looks good. The numbers have to turn green before you start the engine. Oh, I never do that. It takes too long, honestly. But where's that at? What was it? Aircraft? No. How did I get there? Here it is, Doppler. Yeah. Yeah, I've literally never waited for this to turn green to start my engines. I usually wait for it to turn green before I take off, but not before I start my engine. I haven't personally had a problem, so maybe realistically it's supposed to be done in that order. And then this here.
Com check 30 FM.
Jesus, so loud. Turn them down. Is that the IFF?
Just curious. I've not seen banjo pop up in the top right. Anyone know what it is? Is it a JTAC or?
I think they're on the main battlefield out there. So it's not the IFF, it's the master. So turn it down because it's really loud. Yeah. So this here is your countermeasures and stuff like that. So turn it to on. Turn the power on, and then see turn this to arm and bypass. And now we'll go to aircraft system. You'll see that our oil pressure is lowering once it gets below 63 or 60 psi. We should be able to go into full power, and there's 60.
It might be 1112. I'm not sure.
Alright, that's good enough. Alright, so we'll go ahead and I'll bring that screen up again so you guys can see what I was talking about, and we'll watch together. So boom, boom. So again, this is the one I'm actually, I think I have it backwards right now. Yeah, I do. So no, yes, no. Let me see. There we go. So putting it forward into flight. Hopefully you guys can see that. And you'll see all of our systems go into the green. And we'll turn off our APU. Now I kind of did everything a bit slow, but it's very simple to do. So this right here is actually an axis, and this is what I use on this throttle to zoom in and zoom out. It's super helpful in DCS to have some kind of axis somewhere that will allow you to zoom in and zoom out quickly without being super inconvenient, if you can, right? So I understand some people have, you know, different types of hardware, and it's not always easy. You kind of can't see it, but this guy right here. It's not always easy to map something to that, but I think it's essential to be able to do that, in my opinion. All right. One last thing before we take off. But Eric, we're gonna we'll go to utility one more time. So you see we are now position confidence, all in the green, and we'll go over to weapon and bore sight and IHADS. So I'm gonna click on this button, which is on my joystick. I think it's like the IHAD toggle or something like that. Brings up our heads-up display on our helmet, which is pretty dope. Well, actually, no, it's like a eye, like a right eye kind of thing, which is really interesting. And basically, we want to be able to censor this, so I need to turn this guy on first, and I'll turn this one on as well. This is the standby instruments lights and the primary internal, and then we have this guy. So all you do is you move your head. I was trying to figure out how to do this for the longest, but you kind of like look down, center, move your head down a little bit, and then click on this button down here, and that is now calibrated. Beautiful. All right, we're ready to go. So I'm gonna turn it off for a second, and we'll put this over to TSD. And I'm not really gonna put any points in here. I don't need to. We're only traveling like 20 miles away. And I am ready to go, guys. Ready. We're clear left, we're clear right. I'm gonna switch this to weapon. Turn off the parking brake. Oh wait, one more thing. Oh, uncage our standby HSI guy. That looks good. Alright, we know where we're going. So I'm gonna kind of zoom out, put this guy back on, and give it a little bit of power, and let's see how well I do now that people are watching me. Hold on, let me move this cord out of my way. About 70% torque, getting this off the ground. We're a bit heavy. We have a full tank of fuel, and I'm gonna turn left. I think the wind is pushing us left, so we'll put the nose to the wind, and we'll take off in the wind. A bit more power, and we are airborne. Beautiful. I love this thing. I really do. I want to, while we're en route, because we have probably about maybe 5-minute flight or so to get to where we're going. One thing that was a game changer for me for this helicopter, because for me it was so twitchy. It was, I mean, it's when it comes to flying helicopters, it's very different than flying a fixed wing aircraft like a F-16 or F-18, things like that. And thankfully, this is not my first helicopter I've ever flown. I flew the Hind a lot. I flew the Huey on DCS, where it was the first helicopter that I actually ever flew in any flight simulator, and that thing was so hard to understand how to fly, because my mindset was always just, you know, like a fixed wing, like flying an airplane, like a, you know what I mean, like it was just always different. So it's a pretty big learning curve if you are only used to flying non-rotor wing aircraft, right? But if you practice, you'll get the hang of it. Watch some tutorials about kind of the physics behind helicopter flying, you know, vertical ring state, stuff like that, because like what we're doing right now is pretty easy. Like flying in a straight line, once you get in the air and you're just flying in a straight line, it's pretty much just like flying any other plane you're used to flying. The trouble is landing and sometimes even taking off. But I was gonna say, the thing that was a big difference for me is the trim. So the trim is not like a regular plane where you just trim up, trim down, and then you can let go of the joystick or yoke. The way helicopters work in most cases is a force trim. So basically you put the flight controls in the state that you want to stay at. So you try to get like as level as possible, like I'm doing right now. I'm not gonna get great, but I'm gonna try to get as level as possible, and then you map a button on your joystick or a yoke that is going to force trim. So I'm gonna hit the force trim key or button, and then I let go of the controls, and now the plane is holding. Actually, I should show you. If I do this here, you can see on the top left of your screen the exact placement of my controls. So if I move to the left, hold on, let me see. There you go. If I move to the left, you can see I'm putting input to the left, then my rotor pedals are down there on the bottom. So I can kind of see I'm already kind of drifting off to the right. So if I move to the left, hit the force trim button again, I can keep it at that attitude. And I kind of went overboard there. Let's change this guy. So it's trying to find like where straight and level kind of is, and then once you get there, hold the controls at that point and then hit the force trim button, and it'll trim it to that point. And that way you're not fighting the helicopter the entire trip. If you're doing a longer range strike mission or something like that, then you don't want to have to be, you know, you get really tired, your arms get tired, and trust me, I've been there. My first like flights with this thing were all just like no trim. But listen, this is the big thing about trim. In your settings, if you have the Apache, in your settings, man, look at all that smoke over there. There is a setting under the Apache settings, not in, like once you, in the main menu, go to settings, go to your Apache, and then go to special, and then the Apache. And in there's two different types of trimming settings. One of them is force feedback instant, which is weird because I've never even heard of a force feedback joystick. And then there's the other option, which is like central spring trimming, which is what most of us have. If you change that from force feedback and put it on the central spring version, it'll make your life so much easier when using force trim. And I'm not going to go too deep in how to explain that. There's a YouTube video that I watched that taught me how to do it. Oh, we're getting shot at. And I think that was like a freaking guy with an AK down there. Can't even see him. So somebody in chat asked, can I get shot down? Yes, this is not X-Plane. This is not Microsoft Flight Sim. Like, bullets will kill you in this game. Or in this sim. Don't worry guys, we will be doing a lot of shooting, so just stand by. When we get to where we're going, we'll do all the shooting over there. 3310A says incoming heading 040. Are you in the server, bro? Are you here? What's up? But yeah, so that's the other range. I'll tell you, the easy one. That's the easy range. We just flew by. I'll show you guys in the map. So we just flew by here. So there's a bunch of targets all in this area. Oh, there's a guy next to me. Where is he at? I hear him, but I don't see him. Alright, so he's here somewhere, but he's like in my blind spot. But yeah, the Apache I've learned as well can take a beating, man. Like, you can take some bullets and stay alive. Not too many. If you take a missile, it's over. But you can take a lot of light fire. Can you engine failure? Technically, yes. If you over torque the engine, it'll put you in a uncontrollable spin. Possibly fail the engines. You could also get an engine shot out. So if they shoot at your engine, and they could kill one of your engines, and you'll lose power and have to hopefully find your way back to the ground safely. So yeah, it's all that stuff is definitely possible. Alright, so our best friend today is George. And if I click on my George menu button, which I have on my throttle, you'll see on the bottom right, we have like a little menu. And that is our co-pilot. So our co-pilot will actually be able to fire our guns, our rockets, and our Hellfire missiles. So we'll be using him. I've been practicing a lot with him. Mainly, he's most useful with the Hellfire missiles. I've learned from tutorials that in reality, usually the person in the gunner position mainly does the Hellfire missiles, not so much the guns or the rockets. The rockets are more of a backseat thing. But he could also control those if he pleases. So I tend to fly around 500 or less in altitude, just to stay away from you know, gunfire and stuff like that, missiles and whatnot, not getting detected being this low. You can fly, you know, pretty darn high. I think the highest I've been so far in the Apache in my practice has been like 2,600 feet. But you don't usually need to go that high unless you're going through mountains and stuff. So our target is that piece of land right there. It kind of pokes out to the right. So basically where that white smoke is right there, all the way to the end. I'll kind of move to the right here. Yeah, all of that is what we're looking for. And we could probably start locking up targets from here. And again, this is not really a tutorial live stream, so I'm not going to be teaching you how to do anything. I'm personally trying to learn. I'm trying to put my personal training to use here. So if you want to learn how to fly the Apache, there are tons of tutorials already, and that's what I've personally been watching. So I'm gonna hit my my button that's gonna switch over to the Hellfire missile.
Hellfire's up.
Alright, Hellfire's up, and I'm just gonna leave it at the settings that it's already at. And the way you kind of target something is you basically move your, what they call the monocle, which is on your right eye. That's what this big circle is. Oh hey. And you basically just look at it. You look at it, and then you say, hey, look over here. He's gonna slave his pod, and look at that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go down here and click on video and TADS again, and then Z for zoom. That'll zoom in on what he's looking at. So far on the bottom left, you guys can't see it because it's underneath my camera, sadly. But it actually says there's a bunch of infantry down there we can shoot at, but I don't want to shoot at any infantry right now. So I'm just going to cancel it, and we'll try it again. So for the guy who is flying with me, I'm actually going to pull back here. I don't want to get too close. Again, if we get too close, there are SAMs and a lot of anti-air in this area. This is supposed to be considered the hard training area, so they're not going to be easy on us. And a lot of them are hiding in the trees, hiding in the behind buildings and stuff like that. Like when we start the stream out, we started our camera over there, and I didn't see anything. I couldn't spot a single target. So my little tactical strategy as of right now is going to be, I think, to go over Oceanside here, which is not really the most masking way to do this. I think it's probably the worst scenario, to be honest. And we'll see if we can see anything. We'll see if we can spot something. I'm gonna go ahead and tell them to look over there.
Slaving.
Oh, that's 33 Tanae. Nice. What's up, bro? I know you're gonna be flying with us today. Sweet, bro. Good to see you. I'm glad. How are you liking the Apache, man? How are you liking it? Alright, we got a SAM. Let's see if we can lock up that SAM. Oh, I missed it. Hold on, let's try that again. So looking over there,
slaving.
I'm gonna hit the slave button.
Lazed and stored.
And he's already lazed something. I don't know what he's lazed, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. You can actually see there's some black smoke over there.
Empty slave.
That's either a downed Apache or a downed enemy. We don't actually know. There may be friendlies in the area. We do know there is another Apache with us right next to us, so we'll try our best to stay away from shooting any other helicopters. There are no enemy helicopters in this area, so we're only shooting at things that are on the ground. Have I ever flown the Mi-24 Hind, and can you compare the two in terms of flight behavior? Oh yeah, actually I can. I do have the Hind, and honestly, one of the first things I thought with this chopper was that I actually feel like, compared to all the other helicopters that I have flown, and that list is the Huey, the Hind, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think it's the only 2 helicopters I've been flying on DCS. This, in a weird way, is actually the easiest.
And placed and stored.
Alright, no, not a good target.
And deslaving.
Alright, I got an anti-air gun.
Target stored.
And you should see it on this screen down here. There it is. I have clear visual. Let's go ahead and move to the left. I don't want to lose that line of sight. And this is where it kind of gets tricky. So now we're transitioning into slow flight and hover. So this is where being able to trim your helicopter out is super important. If you pay attention to the top left, that red plus sign with a white, what do you call it, white symbol dancing around, that's actually my actual physical input to the controls, me trying to keep it, you know, kind of somewhat smooth. So I'm actually gonna hit the trim switch right around here, then I can let go. And I'm still kind of bouncing around, so I just want to get stable because we already lost it. So and I've learned that you kind of want to watch what the AI is intending at shooting at, because sometimes he'll say, yeah, I have a clear shot, but it's a tree. So when we first got the lock, we were at about 500 feet. We're now half that, and we lost our line of sight on that anti-air gun. We have a good distance that we're not going to get shot back at right now. Again, that bottom red line there with the white symbol is actually my rudder or anti-torque pedal input right now, using the TFRP rudder pedals from Thrustmaster. They're not the smoothest, so they're kind of like you know, sticky in a way, so I haven't been able to do the smoothest of nose movements. I have changed my curves to be a lot less sensitive, but it's still pretty difficult. So once I kind of get that in there, I'm gonna hit the trim there and then let go. So now my hands are completely off, right, and the plane is being pretty smooth, which I love it. So once you trim it out, you can make even finer adjustments. Now we can probably get a good line of sight on them. We do. Now I'm just gonna move my my nose a bit closer to this big green box here and try to be stable as possible. We're going 4 knots backwards, and we're about 730 feet high. And that should be okay. I'm gonna give him the weapons hot.
Engaging.
And there he goes, rifle. And now we'll just watch it. Time to impact, 10 seconds. 2, 1. Boom.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed. That's what I like to see. On our first try. I mean, not my first try, but our first try in the stream. That's amazing. All right, we'll go look for another one.
Out deslaved.
I got an IFV, I got a tank. Let's go for the tank.
Target stored.
Where's the tank at? Oh, he's too far. Yeah, I've learned that if it says BAL limit, that means that it is too far away and you will not get a good lock on it. So we'll look for another one. Oh! Whoa there. We just got shot. We just got shot. I don't know by what. I do not know by what. We seem to be okay. Gio, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Bro, I know we got hit. I know we got hit. And I have not lost any of my controls. Everything is working okay. I think we still have both engines and not getting any warnings. Yeah, it had to be a man pad. Those man pads are sneaky. And for those of you in chat who don't know what a man pad is, it's basically a manned. It's basically one of, you know, those big old rocket launchers, those handheld rocket launchers you shoot at. Yeah, that's a man pad. It's literally one guy hiding in a tree somewhere shooting at aircraft. And you gotta be careful. That's why I was like, I don't want to get too close to the city, because I know they're kind of sprinkled in there and they're super hard to see and find. But I think we're okay. Alright, we'll continue with the mission. Wow. Switch the countermeasure middle button to CMWS, then you will hear missile warning. Oh, that sounds super helpful. Thank you. Alright, we'll stay here about 600 feet. See if we can find, maybe we can find him. If he can see us, should be able to find him.
Slaving.
Yeah, I would love to get like an auto hover. That would be a game changer. What'd she say? I didn't even see the missile smoke come at me.
Missile.
Uh-oh. Is that to me? Yeah, I was never getting those warnings before. Wow. Yeah, a auto hover would be a game changer, because a lot of what I'm having to get used to is just controlling the helicopter and keeping myself from, you know, keeping myself stable. I mean, it's gonna take a lot of the skill out of it. I feel like it might even become overpowered with auto hover, but I think the Ka-50 and a few other helicopters already have auto hover. All right, so we can find something down there.
Deslaving.
Yes, that is true. There is an auto hover in the front seat on the AI, not AI, single player, but you can't do it on multiplayer. Yeah, I think it is. The Ka-50, I think, is the only one that has a true auto hover, which I was surprised because when I actually, you know, I think I had the Ka-50. You know, I do have the Ka-50. I just didn't like it. I don't know, something about the Ka-50 is just unattractive to me.
And deslaving.
Right, can we find anything out here, George? I know there's some bad guys out here. They just shot at us. I need you to find them.
And deslaving.
Start scanning. Alright, let's get a little bit of altitude, not too much.
Missile. Forward right.
Forward right. I think those missiles are not coming to me. Uh-oh, somebody just died. Yep. Apache down in the water at our 3 o'clock. We just witnessed a splash. So I guess when a missile is in the air, it doesn't matter if it's going to you or not. It still warns you of the missile. So he just got shot down by something, so we'll know to stay away from that area. And George still hasn't found us a target.
I'm deslaved.
So far, we've launched 1 Hellfire missile and taken out 1 target.
Slaving.
Maybe we can find the one that took him out. Let's go for this anti-air. Oh, I have eyes. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, okay, that's not good. 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 Oh, 3-3 today. You died once and you're giving up. Alright, that's not a good sign. I think we lost an engine. I think we lost our right engine. Yeah, we did. So let's find somewhere. I don't know if we can continue like this. What the heck shot at us? Yep. Look at those bullet holes in the side of our Apache. What up, HK Dragon? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, she's gonna keep yelling at me, isn't she? Can I restart that engine, or is it done? High rotor RPM. Yeah, the reason the rotor RPM is so high is because it's only on 1 engine. Yeah, I think there is infantry near the beach. We'll try that. We're not gonna leave yet.
And deslaving.
We're just gonna keep going. I might switch to guns and take out some of these infantry on the beach that keep getting at us over here. I mean, again, we're not in a very good hiding spot because we're just over the ocean. Our backdrop is all, you know, bright blue, and we're just like this black Apache. So we're probably like the easiest in the spot for ground targets. Let's slow down. And I think we are. If we can, anybody in chat know how to shut her up? Can I hit the master caution? Yep, that fixed it. Thank you. Alright, find me a target.
Deslaving.
We need to get back at these guys. It is not over. I'm not giving up that easy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know, I don't know how much longer this is gonna last. Let's see, can I kill my right engine completely? Let's see if it'll let me kill the right engine. Can I fly with one engine? Is that possible? Oh, we are over torquing.
Rotor RPM 5.
Oh boy.
Rotor RPM 5.
It might be time to RTB.
Rotor RPM 5.
Like, realistically, if we want to live,
Rotor RPM 5.
we should go back. But if we want to be like a boss, we stay and kill some more people.
Now deslaved.
So we're gonna stay on one engine.
Rotor RPM 5. Rotor RPM 5. Rotor RPM 5.
And now deslaved.
Okay, shut up though. I know. Thank you. Alright, we're getting a little too close now. I know we're gonna get shot at. Come on, George, find me some infantry on the freaking beach, bro.
Slave.
Alright, I'm gonna keep looking. Surprisingly, it handles pretty darn good on one engine.
And slave. I'm deslaved.
I might have spoke too soon because now we really need the power. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Rotor RPM low.
Oh, yep.
Rotor RPM low.
Oh no.
Rotor RPM low.
Oh no, it's over. It's over, guys.
Rotor RPM low.
Oh, it's over. It's over. What is he doing? Apache. Come on now. Alright, it froze for a second. Alright, we're back. Dang it, man. Can't believe I died. I really can't. Alright, let's try it again. I can't believe those, like, we didn't get hit by a missile. Well, we did get hit by a missile. We got hit by a guided, a handheld guided missile. What up, old but not dead? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Good to see you. That's a good name. I like that. Old but not dead. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Pull up, don't sink. Don't sink. Yeah, I know. The thing is whenever you get to the point that you are like getting into a hover, it actually takes more power to keep yourself in the air in that one position than it does if we were going forward. So when I slowed down and got to, like, was it 10 knots, I had to put in more power, and the only way to do that, you know, was to over torque the engine. And by over torquing the engine, I actually ended up losing all the power and we went into the water. So that would be a good thing to practice, is flying the Apache with one engine and figuring out how to, you know, survive that. Because I feel like that's going to be something that's going to happen a bunch in the future. Is in the, you know, because you're going to go into situations where you're going to get shot up, but you're not dead.
All aboard!
And you're going to want to get back home. Thank you so much, Han, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. So we get this set up again. Go to, is it aircraft? No, TSD, utility, Doppler. So that's doing its thing. We'll go ahead and uncage that guy. We'll turn on our countermeasures. APU has just fired up, and we'll start with the engine number 1.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
Engine 1's firing up.
Rotor RPM low.
We'll get the radio back on.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
And we'll turn it down. It's a
Rotor
little
RPM
louder.
low. Missile right. Rotor RPM low.
Missile right.
Rotor RPM low.
The heck?
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
I wonder which one is
Rotor
her
RPM
voice.
low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
I don't know which one's her
Rotor
voice.
RPM low.
Alright, we're good. Let's go ahead and go into flight idle, or yeah, flight idle.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Engine 1 out.
I think your RPMs are. She just yells it at me until I press the button. I keep forgetting to press the button. Oh, we forgot weapons. That's kind of important.
Request rearming.
Alright, and starting engine number 2. But yeah, so far, my thoughts on this is I do feel like it's easier than the other helicopters that I'm used to. So the Huey, the Hind, the K-50 wasn't that bad, honestly. It's pretty easy to fly, especially with the auto hover mode and all that. Look, we have friends. That's a good hover right there. That's a good old stable hover.
Engine 2 out. Engine 2 out. Engine 2 out.
Yeah, that's true, Joel. You know how upset I would be if I went out there and didn't have no weapons. Alright, so speaking of weapons, we can go to our board site IHADS, and we'll center this guy again. I'm actually gonna center my track IR first. Close enough. Back to TSD. And we'll go to the aircraft. System. And I gotta wait a little bit before we go into full flight. I'll turn it off. I've personally never flown in the front seat. These last few days since I've got the Apache, I've been focusing on learning everything there is to do in the back seat, and using the George AI from the back seat. But the front seat sounds super interesting, and I would love to learn it so that I could, you know, fly in people's front seat and stuff like that. Have I tried VR? Yes, I love VR. I haven't done VR in this helicopter yet. I do plan to do that sometime later this week, but I haven't got around to it.
Hey guys, red smoke, is that marking up new enemy positions?
Alright, let's go ahead and go flight idle for flight.
I'm making Banjo mark target red smoke.
Now check this out right here. So you see this? It's like this rubber thing. Look how it moves with the throttle. That's so, like, it really looks soft and rubbery. It's really cool. The detail they went into this helicopter is just amazing. I don't know how to get rid of this remove before flight thing. I also have an M4 rifle on our right, and I believe in the front seat you can actually like do things with it. Pretty sweet. You recommend waiting till the hot fix before getting into CPG? Why is that? What's broken? Alright, back to aircraft. I'm going to turn my video on now. Alright, that's what the front seat sees. Go to TSD. We are ready to go. I feel like I'm forgetting something. APU. There we go. And I'm ready to go. Park and brake, release. Let's try this again. Now I'll say this. If you guys watched my first ever Mi-28 Hind video that we did when that first came out, by this time in the video I had died a lot more times just from flying. So that shows you how much easier this thing is to fly. Now I'm not gonna say it's easy to fly, but it's much easier than the Hind and the Huey. Now let's go straight over there. I guess we got a couple more Choppers on our right side. What up, Just Yarn? Welcome to the stream, man. CPG is really bugged quite often. Hellfires won't track delays. The LMC won't work without the pilot. Seeing drift, which can cause hellfires. All right, gotcha. Good to know. I mean, I still want to learn it to be familiar. Oh boy, we almost hit him. Jesus Christ. I still want to learn to be familiar with it, so that when they do get the bugs fixed, that I can actually be helpful. But I do enjoy being the pilot. All right, we'll turn our hood back on. We are headed back out to the AO, and we'll try to keep both engines operable. It's funny, as somebody asked in the chat earlier, hey, can you fill an engine? And boom, it happened to us. So I think he jinxed us. I think he did. We do have 1 kill and 1 death so far, and I think this server, I'm not sure if it has a limit to deaths. I think if you die, matter of fact, I think you do only get like 3 or 4 deaths in this server. I'm not sure how long it takes to like recoup those lives, but it is very important to not just mess around and die a bunch, or you won't be able to respawn, because there is a limited amount of lives. It's interesting. I haven't played a lot of servers that have that mechanic, but I do like it. It makes it more important to actually be successful in what you do in the mission and on the battlefield. So, alright, so we're en route. I'm gonna go a bit higher this time to stay away from the light arms fire down here at the test area. We should be okay as long as we stay pretty high. Probably circle from the left side of the field there. I'll turn back on our controls mapping so you guys can see my inputs. But yeah, I think I'll learn it. I'm not sure if I'll learn. Maybe I'll wait till like next week to learn the CPG, the co-pilot gunner seat. I'm trying to think, what else is there for me to learn in the Apache for... the thing I'm trying to learn is how to kind of work this guy, the TDS or TSD. How to like create waypoints and acquisition. Like a lot of stuff I kind of sort of know, but I don't really know. And but you don't even have to really know. You can still be effective without doing them. But I want to learn a bit more about this screen here and how to use it, and then navigation, radio, stuff like that. But I've gotten the weapons down pretty good. Like for example, we could use the gun right now just for the heck of it. Hold on, let's go to weapon, click on gun, arm. I have a button to undo the guard. There we go. And the cool thing about the guns in this helicopter is that, yeah, you could have the gunner operate the gun and shoot the gun, but you could also do it yourself. So, and the way you kind of target things, you just look at it. So I can just look down here with my head and then pull the trigger, and it shoots. Oh, they're shooting back.
Anyone know a way to laser?
Oh, they're shooting back. I think I pissed them off.
I can't get the JTAX laser basically. I've got his code set up, 1112, but that's it.
They're shooting back. Oh, what?
Are you on channel 2?
Again!
No, I set up Alpha.
He got me again. He got me again. Oh, we're going down this time. Oh, we're going down. We're going down. What? We didn't die? Get out! Get out, man. Is there an eject? Can I eject? There's no eject? How do I get out of here? Get the heck out of here, man. We gotta get out of here. I can't click. There it is. This thing is way too strong. We should be all the way dead after that landing. We landed on our head. Oh, look at our props. Wow. We just got killed by the easy targets. That's ridiculous. I might have to come back for revenge on those guys. Does that count as a death? I hope not. I'll take this slide over here. I don't think it counts as a death. Yeah, I might be doing something wrong. So confirmed in the chat, this server has 3 lives. We just used 2 of them. I want to see if it actually says anything on the thing, because I think a lot of times it'll tell you, hey, you have this many lives left. Yeah, we might be doing something wrong. All right, well, we got one more chance, apparently. So make it count. All right, pick our livery, pick our loadout. And I think I might go ahead and go for that easy range, because apparently there's still some targets there that are shooting back at us. I thought they finished that one off, because sometimes if it's really active in a server, they'll kill everything there, but they keep respawning and driving back into the range. So we'll have to see. Big and Jay, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Yeah, we just used 2 lives. If we go here, we can go to the score, which we're not very high on that, I'm sure. Here we are. Oh, 1 loss and 1 kill. So it only counted that as 1 death, because we only actually died once when we went for a swim. All right, cool. All right, let's get it going. I'm not gonna talk through it. I'm just gonna go as fast as I can to start the process this time around. Now that I've done it a bunch of times, I kind of got the hang of it. So battery on, APU on. Turn on our interior lights. I'll leave the exterior lights off. How come I didn't hear the warning for missile? Because there was no missile. It was a gun. They shot me with guns, and I don't think you get warnings for guns. Turn that way down. Hear what that noise is. Shut the door.
Missile, forward right.
It's so funny because when I was doing my practicing, I was a freaking beast, right? But now I'm streaming and I'm getting killed every few seconds.
Forward right.
All right, AP's on. Fire engines up.
Rotor RPM low.
And go to weapon or sight. I had.
Engine 1 out.
Yeah, detection system probably does have blind spots. I believe that. I mean, we're getting missile warnings on the ground. So, I mean, like, what's up with that? What is all that static? Alright, that's good. We're probably going to be ready way before the IRS is actually aligned. There we go, and fire up engine number 1. Yes, this server is predominantly helis. There are a few jet slots, but there's rules in the server. I don't know them all, but I do know the jets have rules, so you can't just go in and just bomb everything. I think you can only use the jets as like support rules. So I haven't actually used a jet on this server, so I don't know.
Engine 2 out.
All right, here goes engine 2.
Engine 2 out. Engine 2 out. Engine 2 out.
So the Doppler system aligns well in flight. Good to know.
Missile.
Interesting, it has wipers. I never knew it had wipers. I guess that makes sense. Alright, we are basically ready. We're just waiting for all the technicalities to get out the way. What else could we do in here? We got our flight page, have our fuel page, do that there, our perf page. Pretty nice. Our weapons page.
Missile, forward right.
Aircraft page again. System page. And I think, where's it at? TSD, utility. Yeah, so we're still not quite good enough to go, but we're also waiting for oil pressure to come down. Arm your seat. How do you arm it? I didn't know there was an arm. Where is that option at? I noticed that I don't have a seatbelt on. That's a problem. I can't click on this red thing. I didn't think there was an arm. I didn't think so. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. There's also a combined arms element that I actually want to get into. So the other way, so we're in an attack helicopter, so obviously you do nothing but attacking, but you could also fly like some of the transport helicopters that are available on DCS World, and you could transport troops to and from the battlefield from a airport. You could actually move crates around. You could, like, you know, hook them up on the little hook underneath the helicopter, and you could fly them to a location. You could build like a SAM site. You could go and bring tanks into the fight. You know, that's one thing that's really interesting and really cool about this server as well, is that there is that element of helicopters. So right now we're doing just to kind of like go up and do and shoot things, but there's also the logistics side of the battlefield, where it comes to resupplying the troops that are at the front line, bringing them support, bringing tanks, bringing Humvees, bringing a JTAC out, bringing a SAM site, or whatever that may be. So all that stuff is also incorporated into this mission. Now obviously you gotta be pretty darn good to get a helicopter stable enough to carry a tank. IAP off. I remember I actually used to get into that when I was in the Huey. I would fly troops around and pick them up, you know, bring an anti-tank group, stuff like that. It's really cool, actually. It's really it's pretty slow paced, but it's very rewarding once you finish building a whole SAM site or something like that. Have I tried the freeware UH-60? No, I have not. I think it might be on this server. I think they might have the mod on here. I think I saw somebody flying it. All right, park and brake, release. Let's go. We'll follow him out. Left clear, right clear. And you can tell I'm taking off real fast now. I'm getting a little confident. And I think I'm gonna see if we can hit a couple targets that are on that that easy range. Cause we have what, 4 times 4. That 20, 4, 8, 12, 16. We have 16 Hellfire missiles. So we have a decent amount. So we could probably hit a couple targets in this range and then head down to the south range. Alright, Ted Station. I'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the help as well, man. Definitely appreciate it. Oh, is that time again? Then go ahead and trim this guy out. Turn this back on. Getting our revenge on that guy who killed us earlier. I'll trim it right around there. That's better. Operation Sim, what up, man? Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's get this thing turned off. Alright, we're gonna roll to the left here. Yes, you are supposed to keep that little ball right here centered in between these two lines, but I find it to be a massive hassle to get it in there. Like, look, I'm gonna try now, and it's just like, it's very difficult to find the exact sweet spot to get it perfectly centered. That's the closest it's gonna get right there, bro. And I could trim it there, and now it should stay in that general area. Alright, so where are these guys at? There's the X. X marks the spot. We got shot by somebody just to the east of that X. I'm gonna hit... Oh wait, hold on. Let me bring out the menu again. We'll switch over to Hellfire. Nope, wrong button. There it is, that one. And start looking. Alright, we got a couple APCs that might be what killed us. Target stored. I don't like that thing there. Why is that thing there? Alright, we got a target there. If you can hit him. Let's see. Where's the box at? Where's the box at? I can't see the box. How high are we? Okay, he's right in front of us. That's interesting. The box didn't come up. Try it again.
I'm deslaved.
Yeah, I'm trying to use small corrections. Hey, this is much better than when I used to be when I used to fly helicopter.
And I'm deslaved. Target is stored.
That is not a good look at that target. Let's try another one. I'm trying to help me out in chat. Why isn't the box showing up on my HUD? This is the first time. Did I not turn something on?
And I'm deslaved.
Alright, we got a tank right
Target stored.
there. And is he moving? He is not. He is moving. Yeah, he's slowly moving. And he should be off our left. You can see here where the target is. That is really weird. That I don't see where what the box is. Try it again.
Copy. Ceasefire.
Ceasefire.
Missile, aft left.
And slaving.
Yeah, I should be seeing the box. Let's try that again.
Gun lost. Pausing Hellfire. Target stored.
And this is literally the first time that's happened. So I'm just gonna see if he feels still fire.
Missile,
There's no
forward.
box at all.
Missile, forward.
Let's just try and see if I
Missile, forward.
tell him to shoot if he'll shoot. Oh, he went for my target. Still alive? He's still alive.
Engaging.
I need to select Hellfires in the pilot cyclic. I shouldn't have to, but let's try. There it is. Yeah, I must. You know what? I must have bumped that button on accident because I've never had to do that before. All right, sure. First of all, we're way higher than I would like to be. He should fire when he has a shot.
Good effects on target.
Oh, somebody else killed it. That's great.
Slave. Deslaving.
As you can see, we're actually descending 2,000 feet per minute, which is not okay. So I gotta give it some power to fix that. And as we give it power, we gotta give it left anti-torpedo or left rudder. He has a new target. The target looks to be moving. I don't think it's a bad target. Not a good target. Try it again.
Slave. Blazed and stored.
You know, James, I would actually like to do that. I would love to do a VATSIM helicopter flight. Matter of fact, the H-145 from High Performance Group recently has been updated, and I need to give that baby a try. All right, I'm trying to find out why. Okay, I shouldn't have to press that button. I don't know why they're making me press that button. Okay, all right, point. Okay, we're now at 1,300 feet. There's the box.
Roger, engaging.
Give him the green light. He should get a shot right around here. You got this, bro. Come on, send it. He has a shot. Why won't he take it?
Firing.
Not gonna get any clearer than that right there. Alright, I'm gonna trim my rudder here. There we go. Alright, let's just retry to relay that. Infantry, truck.
Target stored. Slave. I'm deslaved.
Fly higher won't be able to get you with. Wait, fly higher. Guns won't be able to get you, and you'll be able to hear the missiles. Gotcha. We're at 1,000 feet. How high do I need to be?
Slave. Deslaving.
Keeps giving
Target is stored.
me infantry, but I don't want to shoot at infantry. Like, I feel like the Hellfires are not super, like, they kill them, but they don't register as dead. It's weird.
Bounty slaved.
We had something else in sight, but he can't find it now. By the beach over here.
And slaving. Deslaving.
Nope, nothing over there. But over here.
Deslaving.
Yep, APC, that's what I was looking for.
Target stored.
Target stored. Give me the box.
Missile back.
It's not for me. Yeah, so I'm actually detecting the missiles from other. Oh, there we are.
Engaging.
Send it, baby, send it. It's kind of out of our line. We got that darn tree right there. It's good. If we go left, should be able to get from behind that tree. Yeah, I do know if I hold up click on the George menu, it'll give him basically fire at will, but I don't want him to do that because I've noticed that sometimes he'll waste missiles. So I prefer to tell him when to launch each missile. I thought the box needed to be dashed. So I was gonna kind of try to slide left. I wish this was as easy as a ship, like a spaceship with no gravity. So that missile is not, that is a friendly missile going off the rack there. It's not for us. Thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the Blue Road family. Sorry I can't see it or see who you are. It's very hard to take my eyes off of this when most of the systems are actually run by your head and your eyes. I feel like this would be a good situation though for like Tobii eye tracker, where you could just use your eye to look at things. I think we got a decent look at it now.
Roger, engaging.
Send it out there, bro. Send it, send it, send it. So see right now, I told him clear to engage. It's solid green box. But again, I have personally noticed that he won't fire until that box goes dashed. And right now it is not dashed. I'm actually I'm gonna pull back here because I want to stop going 44 knots. That's way too fast. There's a dash and there's a stutter. And we see some green tracer bullets flying. Not to us though. That's the tricky thing about flying helicopters. You're using so many things. So right now I am moving my right hand on the joystick in every direction. I'm moving both my left and my right foot on the rudder pedals to try to keep the nose straight. But as I'm moving my left hand to change the throttle, every time I add more throttle, like, so basically, like, if I don't touch the throttles, if I don't touch the rudder pedal, I should say, and I increase the throttle, the nose will actually go left. Is it left or right? I think it's right. Can't remember. It'll go in one direction. Whenever I do the opposite and I lower the throttle, the nose will go the other way. And so I have to counteract that movement. So every time I add or subtract throttle, I can see somebody shooting over there. I have to change my rudder input as well, which is why helicopter flying is so freaking tricky. Oh man, he's getting shot up. There's a lot of things to shoot at out there, man. Shoot something.
Slaved. Blazed and stored. And bounty slaved.
Come on, bro.
And slaving.
Alright, most of that fire is coming from infantry, so maybe we should take some of those out.
Target is stored.
Alright, that's infantry. I'm gonna switch over to guns.
Was in gun.
And now he's shooting. And it sounds amazing from the inside. He's missing so far. All misses. Oh, we got one. think they might be shooting back, so we might want to stick and move, stick and move.
Missile. Up front.
You can stop now, sir.
Hellfire's up.
That's enough. So here's the thing that's weird about infantry that I've noticed when using, it doesn't matter what weapon you're using, whether it's hellfire, guns, rockets, whatever. Once you kill that infantry, it's like the Apache doesn't recognize that it's dead. So if you're shooting at a truck or like a vehicle, sorry, I'm trying to talk and do things. Oh boy, oh, we're getting shot at. Oh, is he right below me? What? Where did he come from? What? Okay, give me the gun. Give me the gun. Give me the gun. I can see him. That's me now controlling the gun myself. Alright, let's get out of here. We got a few rounds in our... I don't want to lose another engine. Cannon does sound freaking sick, bro. But what I was trying to say was, when you kill an infantry with the AI,
Missile. Right.
it doesn't register that they are. So what happens is he'll just keep burst firing at that location until you run out of ammo. And the same thing with the Hellfires. If you shoot Hellfire at an infantry or infantry group, even though it may say on your screen, alright, you killed that thing, it doesn't register that it killed them all for some reason. And if you leave him on fire at will, he'll just use all your Hellfires to shoot at nothing. And you're right, I should switch to 10 round burst.
Forward right.
Alright, so we have like 4 other Apaches in the sky in the area. That's why we're hearing so many missiles flying, because they're shooting at stuff. So let's see if we can find anything else.
And slaving.
It is a waste of ammo. It really is.
Slaving.
Alright, we know where he is.
Empty slaved.
We killed one of them, but there's a bunch of them out there.
And deslaving. Slaving. Empty slaved.
Missile. Missile. Left.
What he's saying is he's slaving and unslaving the pod, I guess, or the
And
whatever
empty
you
slaved.
call that thing, to lock onto the targets down there.
Missile. Missile. Left.
Copy. Ceasefire.
And I'm pressing a
Slaving.
button to tell him to do that.
Deslaving.
I got another APC,
Target
probably the
is stored.
same one we saw earlier. There's one right there. He is on the move. And then if you want to kind of know where he is, go and give it some power, because we're falling out of the sky right now. That's not good. There we go. Almost over torqued it.
Aft.
Recovering from that. Yeah, that's true, J Maxi. The gunners and the Huey are kind of dumb like that as well. But they do way better than I would do if I was shooting. So the target we're looking for is on that street right ahead of us. And eventually he will come to a stop. I don't tend to shoot at moving targets. I think you can hit them with the Hellfires, but they tend to miss at least twice before you actually get a good hit. And right now he's in that smoke. We can't see him. He's masked. So wait for him to come out. And it was kind of hover over here.
Slave.
So we got more infantry. I want to find like a tank or something. We're at 640 feet. Yes, this game can get laggy sometimes. I mean, this is the first early access release of the Apache, so there is still some things they need to fix, bug-wise and performance-wise. But even with other aircraft, I have had lag. So it depends on your system and the server and a lot of different factors on how smooth your experience is with DCS World. I guess we'll just kill some more infantry.
Target stored.
So there is another infantry. Oh, it's a whole group of them. We might be able to kill all those guys with one Hellfire. Where are they at? Where are they at? They're on the beach. Oh, that's those beach guys. Oh man, they've been killing us all freaking session. If I can get a lock on them.
Engaging.
Alright, give me a shot, bro. I don't know, it's something about this time we took off. It didn't like something because my Hellfires have not been working this time around. Usually he would have taken his shot already. He has a clear shot, nothing's in front of it. I must have hit a button at some point that messed it up, but they're like right there. I can't see them, but they're like right there. Come on, bro, shoot.
Firing.
Bro, like I can't get any more on than I am right now. Now, if I switch to the guns, he'll start shooting at them, which I could do. So we'll switch guns.
Gun lost.
And switch to 10 round burst.
Gun set to 10.
Are you gonna start shooting them or what?
Firing.
Yeah, fire those dudes. No? Okay. Somebody's requesting to be my co-pilot.
Missile, left.
I don't let just random people get in. Like, you gotta be like in the chat or in a Discord or something. You know what I mean? Because you never know. I mean, you could have somebody in there who literally does nothing. They just sit there and,
Missile, left.
you know, spectate. That's okay if, you know, we plan to do that. But he's not shooting. I feel like we got to respawn this plane or something because it's just not. It's not behaving how I'm expecting it to behave. Back over to the Hellfires.
Missile, left.
This mode. I have a lock on the dude.
Missile, left.
I've given him the oh, wrong button.
Firing.
Alright, try it now. I'm out of bullets? There's no way I'm out of bullets. No, I got plenty. Bro, I got a full rack. Look at this. I got a full rack. I'm not missing any. Oh, actually, we are out of guns. You're right about that. We're not out of Hellfires though. Yeah, you're right, Paul. My bad. I thought you were talking about the Hellfires. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. It should be shooting. There's no reason it should be shooting right now.
Target is stored.
Alright, try it again.
Slave it. I'm deslaved.
I'm actually gonna look over here instead. Those guys are not that big of a threat.
And slave it.
Like
Placed and
somebody
stored.
dropped some smoke down there. Easy, easy.
I'm deslaved.
I know there's targets everywhere.
I'm deslaved.
There we go. APC, give me that. Where's he at? No? I didn't find it.
And slaving. I'm deslaved.
Oh, it's behind that flare.
Placed and stored.
Where is he? Oh, he's behind that black smoke.
Engaging.
Press W. What does W do?
Slave.
Oh, that's
Deslaving.
the slave button. I've already done that.
Placed and stored.
Yeah, it shouldn't take this long. I've done this. I've killed like a lot of targets with this helicopter already in practice, and this guy's not even moving. So I'm gonna respawn this helicopter. I'm not dealing with that.
Firing.
Maybe we'll run up on him a little bit and see if it'll fire when I run up on him.
Roger. Engaging.
Yeah, Gabriel, I have both of those keys binded or bound to my throttle, and I've been pressing them over and over. And this dude is not recognizing that I want him to shoot Hellfires. So, whatever. Wait, maybe that'll work. What does LOAL mean? We're gonna get shot down doing this, I know that. We only have one more life left, like we're gonna die.
Firing.
I am rolling off. Have we landed yet today? I don't think so. Let's go land. The Monaco Super Distro. Oh, getting shot at. Looking at chat. Yeah, he's hitting us. Those are good hits. I'm trying to dodge him. But to answer your question, you said the monocle is super distracting. So there's actually two ways you can do that. You could have the full monocle with like the blurry edges, or you could turn off the blurry edges. There's an option for that in your main menu settings. So if that's distracting to you, then you can turn that off. To me, my eye ignores it. Like I just stop seeing it basically. But I don't know if you mean the green part, like the actual HUD piece. It's actually kind of a part of the helicopter. Like you kind of need that. You can fly without it. They're still shooting at me. You can fly without it, but there's a lot of information on there that is very important. Yep, still shooting at me. Matter of fact, I think they're chasing me. Thank you so much, Avio man, bro. Thank you, bro, for continuing supporting the channel, man. Being a Goldman, bro. Thank you so much, man. LOBL means lock on before launch, and the other one means lock on after launch. Oh, okay, cool. Didn't know that. Oh, okay, the HUD is fine as the eyepiece. Gotcha, 202. It doesn't bother me personally. So we're gonna RTB. There's something wrong with the plane. Or the helicopter, sorry. There's something wrong with it. And honestly, I want to try out the real thing. I know we haven't been very successful in this little training portion, but I want to go ahead and skip up and try the real thing in the respawn over at FARP Alpha and get into the battle, the real battle, the Rotorheads server. What I do though a lot is when I'm flying like this, like, you know, just in one like cruising, I'll just turn off the HUD because I don't really need it too much unless I'm trying to maintain a specific altitude. But in this case, I'm not very picky. But on the monocle, it shows you your altitude on the right side. It shows you your vertical speed. All your weapon information is there as well. Your actual speed, your torque, the heading you're going. If you have like a waypoint, it'll show that in there too. Oh, that smoke got me lagging. Let's try it again. Yep, still lagging. Alright, airport should be right over there. I still can't believe I freaking died. So upset about that. And I couldn't even get my revenge because my hellfires wouldn't work. I wonder why. So, when it comes to helicopters, guys, as you know, one of the hardest things to do is actually land it and not die. It's very difficult. Very, very difficult. Let's go to weapons. Is he still yeah, he still has no weapons armed. Let's go turn him back on and ceasefire.
Roger, ceasefire.
Thank you. So weapons are now safe. We'll turn him off. Do I know how to switch modes in IHAD? Yes, I do, but I do not know what they. I don't know what the modes are. Does that make sense? So like, I know how to switch between them, so I can do this, and this, and this, and this, and all that fun stuff. But like in all the tutorial videos, and it's something that really bothers me because I've been a noob so many times in so many different games, but I also am a YouTuber and I make YouTube videos and I explain things. And I notice when people don't explain things well for new people, and most tutorials do a really good job, but the problem is they're like, all right, well, so you're in this view and it has this name, and then you switch to this other view and it has this name, and I'm like, what the heck is that? You didn't actually explain to me what each view was. You're just referring to it as if I already know what it is. You know what I mean? It just a thing that bothers me when I watch tutorials. It's like they're like, all right, you just press the this button with some random military name. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know what that is? Now, if you're doing a live stream and you're just having fun, just flying around, that's fine to do that. But if you're trying to teach people how to do things, you have to explain what that button is you pressed, what key it is, what did you map it to, you know what I mean? I know there's like some kind of transition mode. I have no idea which one that is, you know. So I know there's this one, this one. So no idea. But yeah. So all right, we're coming into the land now. There's our helipad right down there. I do see one other helicopter on the ground. The server's restarting in about 30 minutes. It's pretty fast, it seems. And I'm gonna have to retrim my helicopter as well. Oh, I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Press the wrong button. You can see as we get slow, I'm adding more and more throttle to maintain my altitude. If we have any mods in chat, please take care of that for me. My hands are full. Alright, we're hovering. I'm gonna switch my mode here. And we'll go for this first one right here on the right side. I'm trying to practice actually landing in a specific spot. Like I could obviously just put it down anywhere in the grass and be happy. But I really want to practice on putting it in a precise location. Oh, power. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh man, you guys are cursed. Chat is cursed. I've done this so many times. I've never done that. If we were in any other helicopter, we would have blew up in a billion pieces. This thing right here is a beast, and because of that, we're alive. So okay, so Jet, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what you just said. Make sure you put your mode to hover, and then you're using transition mode. What the heck does that even mean? That means nothing to me, Jet, right now. You have to tell me, like, what mode am I in right now? Is this hover mode? Anyway, let me focus. I gotta land. All right. Okay, we're gonna smash it again. Oh, I think we got it this time. Nope, we're going back up. We're floating. There we go. There we go. Right there. Put it down. And that is how you're supposed to land on the first try. I'll turn it off. And we'll shut it down. Hover is one button click down. Alright, so that's helpful. There you go. Okay, now it's turned off. We'll try it next. Alright, I'm gonna switch aircraft. I'm gonna hop over to the real thing before the server shuts down. We're gonna FARP Alpha. I don't know if anybody else is actually running in the mission, or are we gonna be by ourselves? I don't know. Let's see. Can I show you how to do the see-through thing? At your MS. What do you mean, Comfy? We're respawning in a different location. I wanted to check and see if we're gonna be like alone or if there's anybody else flying up here. Okay, there's a few helicopters up here in the area. There's a in my 8 there is a few. Yeah, there's a few those guys. So basically it's gonna be a pretty simple mission for us. I don't think we're really gonna kill anything, to be honest with you. Hopefully we do, but I don't know, because we are here at FARP Alpha. We're gonna ferry our aircraft to Bravo, so that way we can, if we do die, we can respawn at Bravo, and then from Bravo we're gonna need to continue north to where the fight is, and the fight is happening in this city here. We can see these guys are heading towards. I think there might be one other helipad over here somewhere that we can land at if we need to refuel, rearm, or anything like that. I can't remember which one it is. Is it this one? Don't think it's that one. That one? No. I know it's like right behind the thing. Yeah, that's what I was saying on Discord. You could I'm definitely open to learn the different stuff like that. But like you proved my point where you're like, yeah, make sure you go to transition mode. I'm like, I don't know how to go to transition mode. I don't know what that looks like, you know. So, but then you explain, all right, well, if you press down one time, it puts you in transition mode. I'm like, that's what I need to hear. So that's the kind of help that people who are new need. So let's just go to Bravo and we'll figure out where the heck the other helipad is. So that, I'm not sure if we're gonna have a waypoint. Nope, no waypoints. So I'm gonna go a rough heading of 267 for 15 miles to our next FARP, and there might be some smoke there to show us where that's at. So let's get fired up and we'll go. See-through thing to see where you're going to land. I don't know what I still don't know what you're talking about, Comfy. What see-through thing you're talking about? So you see that when you first load in, the monocle is on. There is a key to turn it off. I don't remember what that key is, sadly. So I mapped it to my joystick, so I can just turn it off. That was the first thing I was trying to figure out how to do, was how to turn that thing off. Because during startup, it's pretty distracting. Look how windy it is. That's gonna be taking off and landing, gonna be challenging. All right, APU on. Left display. All right, well, Comfy, you got to show me how to get to that. All right. What up, Pixel? Welcome to the stream, man. APU's firing up, looking good. And this will probably be our last ride for today. I was planning to stream DCS on Friday, but then the Rotate MD-11 happened, so that's probably going to happen on Friday instead. Depending on how that goes for me, we'll either do that or do DCS again in Apache. I've been really enjoying flying the Apache, so I would not be upset about flying the Apache. Alright, TSD, utility, Doppler. That's going to start doing its thing. We can go ahead and should we start the engine now or wait? Let's put some weapons on here. Now again, we're doing a ferry flight first, so we don't necessarily need a whole lot. I'm just gonna bring this one. But if we do see anything, we can shoot it.
Request rearming.
You mean I had some feature on my left display? It was showing my helicopter equipment, and at the background of it, it showed everything going on under slash of. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was the video screen. So video TADS again, and you can zoom it in and out. But I also found out that I don't know how to do it on purpose. It just happens. Oh, actually, there it is. After you turn the video on, if you click on anything else, it shows up on top of that video screen. And so what the video screen is looking at is what the guy in the front is looking at. So if he's looking at a target, then all this information is going to be showing up on top of that target. So honestly, this will be really helpful to look at to see how much we have left. But then we go back to video, we can actually turn off, go to no video, and now it'll go back to normal. So, but it does it automatically for some reason. I don't do it on purpose. So I guess we'll leave it on for now. All right, where was I? APU's on. We're waiting for something. We're waiting for the INS to align. We'll get the comms on, and we'll turn down the master. Turn on these guys. We'll definitely need that because we're about to fly pretty close to enemy territory, and they ain't playing around. So start up engine number 1.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
Ah, shut up. Yep, server restart in 18 minutes. I don't think we're gonna make it. We gotta hurry. Let's go over to, is it aircraft? Yeah, there we go. Start her up.
Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
Yes, you see, Magnum 1-1 successfully deployed a Hawk launcher to the field. So basically what he just did is he transported equipment to create a Hawk site, or like a kind of like a SAM site in a way, an anti-air site in some location that he did it at. I'm not sure where he did it at, but that's a pretty cool feature that you can do on DCS World. And not this server, just this server. A lot of servers do that. Nice. And we're waiting for that to fire up. We'll start engine number 2. And at the same time, we'll go to weapons, foresight, IHAD, and turn on the IHAD. I think it might be the K key. I don't remember what key it is for the IHAD. And it's close enough. And I notice if you don't like calibrate that, you have issues with your weapons. That's why I do it all the time now.
Engine 2 out. Engine 2 out. Engine 2 out.
Well, I don't want it in auto, because in auto it'll automatically shoot flares if something locks me, and I would rather manually control my flare deploy. Alright, here's our loadout. Why they put me next to the they put me next to the helipad instead of on it. Almost ready to go. Alright, so again, when we leave here, we'll be doing a heading of 266 for about 16 miles. And this is again why I want to learn how to use the navigation stuff, so that I don't have to go to the F10 map. There is, like, they don't have pre-programmed routes in here, but I do know how to use it if there was a pre-planned route. If it's not, then you have to go in here and make your own custom ones, and that I have not learned how to do yet. Alright, let's go ahead and go full forward. Yeah, that's true. I mean, auto works, but again, if you start getting locked up by friendlies or by random radars that are not really shooting at you, it'll start popping out flares and wasting all your flares. So I put it in bypass. All right, APU's off. I'm gonna bring over the video, tad, so bring all that off, and we'll take off, park brake off. Let's go. So this is a simple ferry flight. There should be no reason we should die doing this. No reason at all why we should die doing this. Alright, so it's gonna be a left turn. We have a wind. Actually, do a right turn because the winds are pushing us this way. Put the nose in the wind. Gain some altitude, and we'll turn around. You would like to see a sim of Air Force One. Do you think we'll ever see it? What do you mean exactly, a sim of Air Force One? Like a simulator of just the one Air Force One plane? Or a simulator that has a version of Air Force One in it? Because that already exists and has existed for a long time. So like, I mean, literally every flight simulator has a mod for a Air Force One 747. It's not gonna have all the weapon systems that it has in real life, but it's just gonna be a regular commercial 747 with the Air Force livery. I mean, obviously there are like some gameplay and role-playing kind of scenarios you can do with a Air Force One or something like that. Like, it'll be kind of cool. I mean, because so far, like, if you do Air Force One, it's just kind of for the paint job. in the regular flight sim, but if you brought it over to like a military flight sim, maybe you could do a bit more with it. I mean, still you're really only flying from point A to point B, but you could do like you know, formation flying with it. That might be kind of cool. You could, I think that's where we're going right there. You could do like missions where you have to protect it, which are very difficult to do. But yeah, I mean, that's all possible, but I don't think we need a simulator just for Air Force One. Like, I think that might exist in a mobile app already or somewhere. So like I said, heading about 265 or so for about 18 miles. I'll turn my TAD back on, or my TSD. I'm hoping there's some kind of thing to tell us what the heck we're looking for. Like, you know, smoke or something. And I'm gonna go ahead and trim it out. We'll stay around 1,000 feet. This should all be friendly territory back here. We're about 20 miles away from the actual front line, so we shouldn't get shot at unless we get shot by a friendly, which is not okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this thing kind of centered. And then we'll do the force trim right around there. And honestly, once you get the helicopter trimmed out when you're doing forward flight, it's just like, it's just as easy to fly as like a general aviation plane. There we go, hands off. Now we can enjoy the outside view for a bit. Isn't it beautiful? A little bit stuttery, all the smokestacks in the distance, but working pretty well. Yeah, I already fixed my trim settings, Jet, in the special settings. I have it set to the spring setting. One thing I do like about DCS, I don't know why there's so much smoke, like smokestacks, like coming from chimneys, but it helps you know which way the direction of the wind is going. And it's not always the same. Thank you, Igor, for the subscription, my friend. Welcome to the Blu-ray family. Hopefully you guys are enjoying today's stream so far, man. I know it's different than usual. No, whenever we do DCS, usually we're flying in fighter jets, but I do have a little soft spot for helicopters and been looking forward to flying this one for a long time. I think it came out midway through last week, and I was out of town, so I wasn't able to stream it or fly it earlier. But so far, like I said, since I have actually gotten my hands on it and since I've been flying it, I have really been enjoying learning it, and it's definitely gonna be my primary helicopter to fly. It's obviously never gonna replace flying an F-18 or F-16, but there's definitely a lot of cool things you can do with helicopters, especially an attack helicopter. Jay Maxey says, you enjoy watching someone else fly the Apache who isn't an expert already. That's good. I'm glad. I'm definitely not an expert. Alright, so it shouldn't be far. So we want to make sure we don't miss our landing spot. Thank you, James, bro, for becoming a gold member, bro. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for supporting the stream, my friend. Thank you so much. By the way, I guess I could take the time to say that if you are a gold member, you do get some extra bonus content in the members only area. Some like full-length videos, some uncut stuff, and I also have some more videos coming up soon. I'm working on a few more ramp videos that I recorded from work, and I hope I'm going the right direction. Maybe we go more left. And I have some extended versions that I plan on releasing to members only. I'm really trying not to go to the F10 map, but I might have to. Thank you, Jet. I'll see you later, man. No offense at all, J Maxi. No offense at all, bro. Thank you so much. FWED Walk, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to F10. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it is left though. I knew it was more left. So 246-ish is the heading. We need to make it left 2. It was kind of in this little valley here. I started flying, it's like, man, I just don't see anything, and I don't know. Some servers would give you like a smoke, like a flare kind of idea in the area to show, hey, this is a point of interest for you to fly to, whatever. But yeah, I'm loving this helicopter, man. Definitely loving it. I'm hoping that next time we stream it, we'll be able to, you know, get somebody in the front seat with us, and or even maybe not just that, maybe have somebody flying just in the formation with us, kind of co-op. DCS is always more fun with people. We're starting to kind of build up our own squad called the Blue Arrow Force. And most everybody's flying fighter jets like F-16s, F-14s, A-10s, and F-18s, but a lot of us are learning to fly helicopters as well. So if you're interested in, you know, getting together with a group of guys and girls who enjoy combat sims and stuff like that, and you want to help train with us, because we're all kind of, a lot of us are new to DCS, so we're not experts, but a few of us know more than others, so we're trying to help each other grow and learn and get better so that we can eventually go out and, you know, tackle some missions and actually be effective on the battlefield as a team, as a squad. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, check us out. I don't know if I have, actually, no, I think the Discord link is in the description. Yeah, I think I put a Discord link in the description of the YouTube, so check that out. Alright, where is this place at? Anybody got eyes? I know it's on this side of the city. And again, the way this server works is when you first join in, at least in the Apache, you have to do basically the training area, which is where we have been at for most of the stream. It's a basic training area and an advanced or hard training area. So we were at both of those earlier in the stream. And once you know, fly around in that for about 2 hours or so, they'll approve you automatically to join in on the main war on the front lines, and you'll spawn at spawn point Alpha. When you get to Alpha, you have to fly your helicopter, whatever helicopter it is. You have to fly over to, oh, there it is. Wow, I found it. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Wow, that was not easy to look at that. You can barely see that. Yeah, once you get to spawn point Alpha, you fly, as we're doing right now, over to Bravo. And then once you land at Bravo, you can now respawn at Bravo. So you only have to fly there one time. This is my first time flying the Apache over here, so I'm gonna fly it over to Bravo, so that way next time I get on the server, which will probably be later today. I won't be streaming later today, but if, you know, actually I don't know. It depends on work and stuff, but if I have time today or tomorrow, I'll be back on and flying, and I'll spawn here and continue with the mission. Did a couple of Apaches down there. Server is going to reset soon, so we want to make sure we land before all that happens. Do I have the desire to get the Verpal gear? Not so much right now. The gear I already have is pretty darn expensive, so I'm not necessarily looking to buy any more gear for DCS. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested. I would definitely give it a try if I were given the opportunity. I know that it's very popular right now for people to be flying Verpal, because it's kind of the new hot thing. It's been has lots of buttons, which is what you need for DCS. They also have, I believe they have an actual like helicopter collective thing, which is really cool. I mean, that might be something I'm interested in. So we can kind of see the wind direction, so we're gonna try to land into the wind. Now, I don't know if anybody's in those Yep, somebody is in the helicopter. They're spooling up right now, so I'm gonna come in to land, and I'm gonna try to focus here because our last landing ended in a smash and almost dying, and I don't want to die. So I am going to try to focus. I think the difference between me flying today in this stream and my training I've been doing the last couple of days is the fact that I have not been trying to talk or entertain people while doing it. So I'm gonna be quiet for a second while we try to successfully land on that center helipad right there. And again, you can see my controls on the top left there, my inputs. And as we drop below about 10 knots forward, we get into that transition.
Every day.
Way too many buttons to map, lol.
There are a lot of buttons to map. There actually are not as many as I thought, but there are a lot of buttons to map. Thank you, Gio, for that super chat donation, man. Thank you so much. All right, we are coming in. Thank you as well for that subscription. Welcome aboard. All right, bring it back. We're going forward. There's another plane flying in. Looks like doing his ferry flight. Or he might be leaving. I don't know. All right, we're about 500 feet. We're way too high. And you can see the arrows going up. That means that our vertical speed is going up. And that's not what we want. We want to be going down, but not too fast. And also that plus marker with a little line that's kind of turning around, that's showing us which direction we're actually hovering to. And a circle is also showing us kind of like a top-down view, showing us which direction we're kind of going. We do want to watch out because again, there are some friendlies down here on the ground, so we don't have a whole lot of room for error. Because if we get too far off the mark, we might land on top of somebody else's helicopter, and that'll be that'll be a team kill. It's all about small, tiny movements, but better said than done. All right, I'm going to trim right here. There we go. So then once you trim it when you're landing, it makes it so much easier. All right, we're not too far off. Let's give it some power and some more left. All right, the other helicopter is left, so he is clear of the FARP area. I think it's an MI8 or some kind of mod or something. Nope, not up. Don't want to go up.
Every day.
Can we get an amen, Geo, back in DCS after 2 years tears of joy?
Alright, I think that's good. Let's put it down. I don't think I breathed that whole time. And look at this guy on my left, like he landed in no time, like he was super fast. I can take that. Landed nose into the wind. Love it. Alright, server's gonna be resetting here soon, so we're gonna shut it down. And yeah, I didn't really accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish, to be honest with you, in this flight, but I'm pretty happy with the fact that we did that smooth landing there. That's an accomplishment by itself. I think the server's resetting, isn't it? I think it is, because everything's frozen. I think it is. Yes, big shout out to Geo. Finally back in the DCS world after so freaking long. We've been trying to get this guy back in DCS forever. Yep, there it goes. We got here just in time for the server to restart. So again, because this is a continuous server, like it's going to continue going, it's going to restart I think the time restarts. And it basically refreshes the server, but it saves it at the state that it's in. So if we were to join back in, everything will be right back where it was. So I think that should count us as landing, hopefully, in Bravo, and I don't have to fly back there. But that's going to be it for today. I really wish I could continue, because I could I could keep going for like 3 more hours and just do the whole mission and fly like distance and all that. But pretty good. I love it. I really enjoyed playing. I really highly recommend it. I think you guys would, if you're into, you know, helicopters, attack helicopters, I think you would like it. But it's obviously it's a helicopter. Not everybody's into helicopters. That's just the honest truth. If you're not, that's okay. Go get you an F-18. That's so much fun to fly. So much fun to fly. But yeah, that'll be it for today, guys. Gio, thank you so much again. Who else we got here? Carl. Yeah, Carl. Carl, thank you so much, man, for hanging out with us. Wesley, thank you so much. Jay Maxley, thanks for coming through. If you guys want to join me and the Blue Arrow Force, the crew, the squad, the group, if you're looking for more people to fly with on DCS World, whether it's helicopters, fighter jets, whatever, hit us up. Go to the Blue Arrow Force's Discord. That link is down in the YouTube description. Check that out, and you know, we can get you guys hooked up. We can do our thing, man. We can have some fun. I think it'd be really dope. Now we're looking for more members. We're looking for new recruits. We're redoing our ranking system and all that. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really dope. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming through, hanging out with us, and watching me struggle through the Apache a bit. I promise you guys, that's too loud. I promise you guys, I'm a lot better than what you saw today. I promise. So next time we come back in the Apache, I'm gonna expect to be a bit more farther advanced in my training and what I can do with it. So yeah, but Friday coming up, either it depends on the state of the Rotate MD-11. Like if it, I know it's gonna be good, but the thing is, if it runs well on my machine, because I might have a performance, I don't know, we'll see. But if everything goes well, Friday I plan to fly on X-Plane 11. Whoops, on X-Plane 11 in the Rotate MD-11. If not, then we'll be back on DCS in the Apache, dropping some bombs on your moms. You guys ready? Until next time, remember you... I'm sorry, crack me up. Until next time, remember you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time in the next video. I'm all the way out. Sheesh.